Hello all, welcome to part 40, and in this part we're going to be taking on the final member of the Elite Four, Lucian, and I really sucked in this battle. I'm fully prepared to admit that, you know, so just don't be surprised that, yeah, this whole part is just me taking on Lucian, okay, so prepared to be amused at my suckage, whatever. Okay, so Lucian is a psychic type user, so dark type moves, ghost type moves, they're really helpful here. Of course, there are things that make this battle quite difficult. I'm going to start off with Mumble and, as per usual, set up Stealth Rock. Mr. Mime knows Thunderbolt, okay? I was stumped at first because I thought, oh god, he's going to knock Mumble out. I'm not going to have a chance to set up Stealth Rock. But I did, and honestly it didn't bother me at that point that Mumble got knocked out. So long as I set up Stealth Rock so that I can, well, potentially use it to my advantage, but it's not really that helpful. So, poor Mumble gets knocked out. Yeah, sorry Mumble. I'm not normally a fan of using sacrifices, but sacrifices had to be made. So Jelly's really the only one I feel confident about, because Mr. Mime and that Thunderbolt is deadly. I especially can't send Luigi in, and I can't send Miles in because they're both, oh for fuck's sake, this is bad. I can't send either of those two because they're quad weak to electric. Mr. Mime would only have to use one Thunderbolt and then it would be it. I am really not sure why, but I actually had a trickier time with Mr. Mime. Which was a bit bullshit, but... well... maybe I was just getting really fed up by this point, because this is definitely the point where I kind of start item spamming, and I feel really guilty about it looking back. So Mr. Mime I think also has Reflect and Light Screen, which boosts a defense and special defense for the entire team for 5 turns. Which is a bit of a pain in the arse. But hey ho. What can you do? I mean, it's not like I have Brick Break to break down that extra defensive barrier. If I did, I would use it. I feel so guilty because this battle actually took me quite some time, and because of that, the fact that Mr. Mime got lucky and lowered my special defense, Psychic is now hitting 10 times harder. In fact, I think Jelly ends up getting knocked out and I have to revive her. Which just goes to show that I really started sucking at this point. I didn't see the point in healing Jelly because it would have been a waste of a Hyper Potion. So, yeah, Mr. Mime, not the nicest Pokemon to start out with. I am really taking a risk with Annabeth here. I wanted to see if I could try and get a Toxic off of this thing, and I failed miserably because... oh wait, no, Annabeth survives. And Annabeth successfully poisons Mr. Mime. That was lucky. I knew I was sending a big, you know, I knew I was taking a massive risk sending Annabeth out there because Annabeth is very much weak to psychic type moves because of her poison typing. So I just thought, well, I'll use that last, I'll use that brief instance because she's going to get knocked out anyway to revive Jelly. Because Jelly's the only one I feel confident enough to send it into battle against this thing because of that Thunderbolt. But of course Annabeth was never going to survive. And that actually wasn't planning on using Annabeth, but then the bastard thing knocked out you know, it knocked out Jelly, so I wasn't best pleased with that. I used a max revive. I know I only have 2 of them, but well, I didn't really want to end up sacrificing more Pokemon than what was needed. So probably the best thing to have done here actually would have been to Rain Dance again, because obviously she's gonna heal. Well, he's gonna heal. So basically poor Annabeth was sacrificed for nothing, which sucks. I don't really remember, but I think Mr. Mime was actually the one I had the toughest time with, and I actually was not expecting that at all. I honestly thought that I was going to have an easier time with, like a harder time with like Bronzong or something. But no, Mr. Mime. In fact, I'm going to boost special defense just to, because if it does decide to hit me with Psychic. I never normally use X items. I couldn't tell you why that was. I never really bothered using them in every other Pokemon game I've ever played. This is the first time I've ever actually had to use them. Well, not quite had to use them, but just decided to use them just to help things along. Here's a question about Mr. Mime. Why is it that there are male and females when they are called Mr. Mime? Wouldn't the females be like Mrs. Mime or Miss Mime or something? Just a thought. A rather random one, but it's still just a thought. And yeah, like I say, I do kind of start item spamming at this point. I really did not want to switch to another Pokemon because, like I say, Mr. Mime has Thunderbolt, which would make it incredibly difficult for me. Not that he's not trying to make it difficult for me now by setting up Reflect and Light Screen. Oh, but we're nearly there. That's the main thing that was driving me at this point. I'm nearly done with this game. I don't want to have to start the Elite Four all over again. I just want to get this game finished so then I don't have to worry about finishing it before I take my break in October. Whenever that eventually comes around. Or hell, it could come early. So really at the moment I'm just trying to hit this thing with all I've got. I don't know if it ran out of Psychics. I don't know why it bothered to use Reflect again. I'm not worried about it being in the red this time because Lucian's not going to heal it twice. That seems to be a pattern. They'll heal a Pokemon once if they deem it worthwhile, but they won't heal it twice. Basically, if you're rich, you can fucking just cheese your way through the Elite Four. Well, the later ones anyway. The later trainers. It's not a strategy I approve of, I just want to kind of get that out there. So, I'm going to switch over to Luigi. I mean, it cancels out the X special defense, but in all honesty, it's not that big of an issue. It was only just to see me through Mr. Mime. So, Alakazam, if I remember rightly, it's not the most defensive thing in the world, so one bite should really be enough. The thing is, Alakazam has really high special attack. Really high special attack. Okay, one bite isn't enough to take it out. I take that back. But mind you, that could have been because of the Reflect. More than likely, that's what it was. And this is one of the kind of really annoying things. It's like I say, high special attack, and the fucker critical hit me. Luck was not in my favour, so like I say, I resorted to item spamming, which I'm normally not a fan of, and I don't normally endorse doing. I feel so bad. Donald's just going in as sort of like a sacrifice while I heal up Luigi. I could attempt to take it out with Donald. Probably would be fine. But I'd rather play it safe and have something that can use Bite against the other psychics. Yikes. If Donald survives this hit, that's good. Then I can heal up Luigi completely. Because I'm not going to waste my max revives on Lucian. Lucian's not worth it. Ah, fuck. Alakazam can use recover. Which sucks. If I can attack first... which I didn't. If I could have attacked first, I would have totally made use of Screech here, because that would have worked out quite nicely in conjunction with Luigi's Bite. But alas, it didn't work out. Okay. That Intimidate is probably not going to do much because Alakazam is more special based than physical based. But hey ho, what can you do? Focus Blast ain't going to do too much because Luigi's part flying type. So I'm going to go for a Dragon Dance. Hopefully with the lack of Reflect, I shouldn't have too much of a problem this time. And hell, if I utilise Dragon Dance correctly and boost up get quite a few notches up on my attack, I might be able to take out quite a few psychic types. That was initially the plan anyway, is to sweep Lucian's team with Luigi. The only reason I didn't send Luigi out against Mr. Mime is because of that Thunderbolt. I didn't want to... I knew Luigi would get knocked out straight away because of the quad weakness. God, I'm cringing. I cringe looking back at these battles, particularly Lucian and the champion. I look back at them and I cringe. I did such a terrible job. Mind you, I even cringed slightly at Flint's battle. I think I did okay with Bertha. And I can somewhat tolerate the shittiness that I portrayed in Aaron's fight. Okay, Medicham. I kind of take back what I said about sweeping. Medicham's part fighting type, and I don't think Bite is going to hurt it very much. So I kind of went over to Miles with the plan of utilising Fly to hurt it. It didn't work out, and you'll see why in a minute. In a minute. So I sent Miles in, and I went to go for a stockpile because I thought, well, I better boost up some defense against this thing. Because Miles is not the most impressive thing defensively. But then the fucker used Thunder Punch on me, and Miles was never going to survive that, no matter how many stockpiles Miles has. You know, quad weak to electric and all. So that's really annoying, because that means 2 of Lucian's Pokemon has an electric type move. So Jelly once again is my Pokemon of choice, because she's immune to it. Oh, excuse me. I've been up early. Been up since 6 AM. I haven't been able to sleep properly. So far Medicham's not demonstrating a lot of psychic type moves, but Medicham is part psychic type, so, you know, can't complain. Actually, I don't know if Bite would have hurt Medicham, actually, because fighting type is strong against dark type, but I don't know. Feel free to let me know on that. But it was probably just as well I switched Luigi out anyway because of that Thunder Punch. I mean, I wasn't aware Medicham had it, but whatever. I'm going to use X Defend. God, I'm starting to use X items. It's astonishing. I must really suck this time round. Normally I'm not that bad. And I'm not too concerned because I think Medicham mostly hits with physical attacks as opposed to special attacks. I mean, three of its attacks so far have all been physical, so the fourth one is either a stat boosting one or it is, I don't know. I don't know the movesets and I weren't paying attention to see if it's used it already. Okay. Oh, you've got to be joking! Definitely wasn't working out in my favour, so obviously I didn't want to leave Jelly frozen. So I just used the ice heal that I had in my bag. I mean, it's only going to go to waste otherwise. See what I mean by item spamming? I heal up a burn and then it attacks me and then I have to heal a freeze. That's just, ugh. Right, now can I attack? You know, it would be very nice to be able to actually get an attack off on this thing. If it would kindly stop hurting me. Meanie. Penis head. Okay, let's go for a dig. Okay, that doesn't really do that much. So what I really... fucking sound cable. I really maybe want to heal up first. Again. And, oh, fucking sound cable! I hate it when it does that. Just irks the fuck out of me. Alright. I don't know why, but I stuck with Dig, and in reality I probably should have just used Rain Dance and Muddy Water, but oh well. I have no doubt that Lucian's probably going to heal this thing. And, well, I suppose it's not that much of an issue if he does. Okay, he doesn't. But if he did, it wouldn't have mattered so much because then he would have wasted that heal on Medicham and not used it on another Pokemon. But okay, fine, he doesn't heal. So let's just finish it. And Medicham goes down. That takes care of that. And Jelly's up to level 50. We all knew Jelly was awesome. Girafarig. Still can't believe I used to pronounce it as Girafarig. It's Girafarig. Normal psychic type. I don't think this thing is going to pose too much for threat. But I could be completely wrong about that. I'm going to do some healing. It's going to Shadow Ball me. That might pose a slight problem because that's a special attack. I don't think Girafarig's a big threat if I remember rightly, so it should be okay. I'll go with the Muddy Water and see how that goes. I know that the Pokemon after Girafarig is a Bronzong, so I'm not so worried about electric type moves being used anymore. So if Jelly gets knocked out, Jelly gets knocked out. I'll be gutted. She's been a real big help getting through this, but I'll live. You've got to be joking me. Critical hit me the second time. Cheeky fucking draft. You've got to be having a draft. Luigi, finish that fucker. Teach it a lesson you'll never forget. It'll never forget. Whatever. That was lucky, that missed. Would have been nice if Luigi had Crunch, but I don't know if Luigi can learn Crunch naturally. If he can, then I'll probably, you know... That was another sign of me jumping the fucking gun and just charging straight into the Elite Four without grinding enough. And last up is Bronzong. Oh no, I've already slagged off Bronzong more times than I care to count. I fucking hate Bronzor. And Bronzong really isn't that much different. It's part steel type. So really the only thing that's going to hit it super hard is a fire type move. And I do not have a fire type move, so... Yeah. It's just a case with this thing of just... I'm just going to have to hit it with the hardest moves I have. Nothing else is going to be doing super effective damage on it. So... What the fuck is Bronzong supposed to be anyway? Like, what is its design based off of? A bell? It just looks fucking weird. Right. At the end of the day, I'm just going to see how things pan out. I want to ideally keep Luigi in. Would save me a lot of grief. Luigi's very much a physical hitter though, so that could pose a problem because I think Bronzong's very defensive if I remember rightly. But then again I have Dragon Dance, so I can utilise Dragon Dance. And if that don't work out and Luigi gets knocked out, well... I've got other Pokemon I can use. That might actually deal special attack damage on this thing. I don't think Bronzong... Ugh, excuse me. I don't think Bronzong's special attack is... You know, special defense, I should say, is as good as its defense. I could be wrong on that. God, I'm really item spamming now. Cringe. Oh god, calm mind. Boost special attack and special defense. Right, come on Luigi, let's get up those Dragon Dances. Let's really boost that attack power so that we can hit it hard and finish this fucker off. And then that'll be Lucian finished with. And then the only thing we've got left to do is take on the champion. And I can't believe the videos, the battle with Lucian has taken this long. Man, I suck! I'm not normally this bad with the Elite Four, I swear. Oh, fucking sound cable. Stop coming unplugged. Oh, God. Come on, Luigi. Let's go for a waterfall and see what this does. Probably not going to hurt it too much. I'll be surprised if it does. Oh, over half. But the fucker's got a citrus berry. Damn it. It's Lucian's strongest. I shouldn't be surprised. Lucian would have the most annoying one as his strongest, wouldn't he? Ugh. Right, heal again. Okay. I don't mind if it uses Gyro Ball. Gyro Ball's not that powerful. At least not to Luigi. Luigi's the best. Okay, he's gonna heal it, isn't he? Who saw that one coming? Prick. Right, I'm just gonna go for it. What else can I do? 2 waterfalls should hopefully knock it out. That could be very close, but I'm not going to waste my time with a Dragon Dance. Hopefully if this will take it out. Please take it out, because, you know, I want to just get on to the champion now. You've got to be joking me. 1 hit point. Oh my god. Right. Well, he's not going to heal it again, so let's just finish it. And the fucker dies. Bitch! Yeah, my water types are superior to you. And your Bronzong steel psychic type bullshit. So that takes out the last member of the Elite Four. It was a really shitty battle. Not the best I could have done, but okay. So, I'm gonna heal up, obviously. Make sure all my team's completely restored. And, yeah, I did a fair amount of reviving in Lucian's battle, because I really didn't want to lose it, because I've got so far and I was like, yeah, fuck this, I'm not starting all over again. I'll item spam, but I'm not starting over again. I'm too lazy for that shit. So, with that being said, I'm going to finish off healing these guys. Get them all ready, get their PP restored and certain moves, and just make sure I'm fully prepared, because the final battle of the game is just around the corner. And the champion is no pushover. Far from it. I'll see you guys next time.